guys, I sure come at you today, Raid Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video, guys. You asked for it, so you got it. Another shard opening. This time we have the double event, the double legendary event. All we got to do first is pull one legendary, then we can worry about the next one.
I think he's serious.
We have 160 ancient shards. We got plenty of room. There's no 10 time. There's no 2 time. There's no special events going on right now. I guess I take that back. No special like fusion events where I feel absolutely compelled to pull, but there is this random summon rush. Are the rewards even good here, guys? Yeah, actually. The rewards are really good. I don't think we're going to get all of them, but we get Immortal Soul Stones, Legendary Skill Tomes. Haste Glyphs are like my absolute favorite, so I hope we can get this 6-star Speed Glyph. That would be amazing.
Depends on how much you paid me.
We're going to go ahead and do $100 to charity to the Arc of the United States, helping those individuals and their families with intellectual and developmental disabilities. So we'll do $100 per legendary. Hopefully, we're guaranteed at least 2 legendaries. I say guaranteed. In reality, it's a 0.5% chance, so it's far from a guarantee. The odds are stacked against stuff. We have a Seneschal. We have a Shatterbones. Any of you guys pull the double legendaries? If so, who'd you get? Let me know in the comments below. Nothing too exciting here, although I will say Shatterbones is pretty decent for some control, right? He's got a triple hitter here with decreased turn meter on the A2, albeit on a 4-turn cooldown, and then albeit on a 5-turn cooldown Warcry. You know what I'll say on one thing on Shatterbones? He's low-hanging fruit to me. He could be a super compelling and useful champion even in the mid to late game if he received a buff. Either reduce the cooldown by 1 turn on the Hail, the A2, or reduce the cooldown on the Warcry by 1 turn. I think he's a lot more serviceable than he is right now. So he's one little buff away, I would say, from being like a really competent meta champion outside his kind of niche usage right now inside the game. We have Spirit Host, Coffin Smasher, Bombardier, Flinger, Pathfinder, Kate, who I just put out a guide for yesterday or 2 days ago on the Raid Champions Guide YouTube channel. I actually really like that champion for Faction Wars, you know, Pathfinder Kate. So definitely rare, worth considering for that. Nothing too exciting here. Let's move it on here. Let's move it on. All right. Who we got? Hurler, Flesh Eater, Runic Warden, Avir the Alchemage, Penitent. Excuse me. All right, nothing to write home about so far. I hope these 2 legendaries are super juicy. I don't want any of that, you know, mediocre. Who's mediocre? Queen Ava and whoever the heck else, right? All right, we get Lich. The fact that I can't just think of like easy go-tos that are really, really awful, I'm sure there's a million of them out there, but it does speak to the fact that you can find something in almost every champion out there, right? We have nothing too exciting here in Dahlia as an epic champion. She's fairly new HP-based champion. She has a provoke on the A1, not bad, 50% land rate when booked. She got the AoE decrease attack. It is 100% on a 3-turn cooldown, which is good for an epic champion. And then counterattacks when attacked by enemies under decrease attack. Ergo, more chances at provoke from the A1. Actually, not a bad kit here. However, I would say she is outshined by another high elf who is Skoramis. I think he's a lot better as a provoker, but you know, either way, you've got Indalia as an option out there. Let me make room and I'll be right back. We have 100 to go here, guys. And you know what? I'm gonna sneak in 1 sacred. I got it from Clan Boss this morning. Let's use it. Let's do it. Okay. Of course, it's an epic and it's Gerhard the Stone. Yeah, not a massive fan of this champion. Be right back. Guys, we are back. Let's do this. Give me all the Legos, please. Here we go. We get a Wagon Bane, we get a Corpse Collector, a Trigor, a Sanctum Protector, a Pounder, a Doom Priest, Marquess Pounder, Hurler, Chopper, man. Chopper, Hurler, Pounder. Sounds like, I don't know, like Arnold Schwarzenegger's first movie lines. Get to the chopper before I hurl you and pound you. What are you waiting for? Do it now. So Doompriest is amazing. She got the cleanse, she got the heal, she's got it all, right? Nah, I love Doompriest. Just a great champion. So unique, so good. We get a Corpse Collector, not as high on her. And of course, Marquez, the best rare defense-based nuker in the game. That's her claim to fame. She can be an arena nuker with Crush the Weak, and you don't even have to book it there on the, especially if you set her up with another weakened champion, a la like Orion the Conjurer. Great little fun, dynamic duo for the arena. All right, guys, here we go. We get a Wagon Bane, we get a Mordecai, we get a Kale Grinner, Aina, Thyrigist, Fury Stroker, Judge Guardian Galkut. I will say that Judge is a champion that I'm going to be maxing out next clan vs. clan and doing a guide on him. I've waited long enough, man. Judge seems like a badass rare. Damage increases for each debuff on the A1. An AoE ×2 fills a turn meter by 10% for each critical hit on the A2. Blade Dance, not a bad ability. And then each hit has a 30% chance of placing decreased accuracy, decreased speed, decreased attack, or decreased defense on the target for 1 turn. That's a really solid ability considering he has a 2-time hitter on a 3-turn cooldown, right? And they're all the big versions of these debuffs. I mean, he's not a new champion. He's old school. Just one of those champions I never got around to investing in. And man, his kit is actually really, really solid for a rare champion. We have Elhain, we have Lamabur. Hey, Loneblade Rehab. Yeah, we are in a fusion at the time of this recording, so one less event that I have to stress over. Steel Bowyer, the often forgotten, enemy max HP champion, an AoE enemy max HP ability, another champion that I do want to max out and do a proper guide on sooner rather than later. We have Gnarlhorn, one of my favorite control rare in the game, with an AoE provoke on a 3-turn cooldown plus unkillable 2 out of every 3 turns on the A3. And then we have Horfees the Tusked, a 2 random reviver, Skinwalker reviver at the time of his release especially. He was close to a game changer for that faction, right? For having a reviver, an accessible reviver there. Okay, let's see. Slayer, Assassin. Okay, we get the point. Death Chanter, Candle Guard, Spirit Host. Meh. Fleshmonger, I'm a big fan of. Did a guide on him recently as well on the Champion Guide channel. We have another Superior, another Mother Superior, another Loneblade Rehab. Man, the fusion's gonna be done at the end of this video.
Should keep it busy for a little while.
And then we have Durandil, who is probably, I'd call him a top 10 arena nuker, or top 10 nuker, especially the arena for epic champions in the game. Dispatch them especially. Could maybe make the case he's top 5. I'd still put like Flyja, Genbo, Magnar ahead of him, Skullcrown ahead of him, but then he's in the conversation right after that, right? Very, very underrated ability here on Dispatch Them. Certainly a very capable nuker to invest in. Man, where are my double legendaries? I'm starting to get a little bit worried here, Plarium. Ironclad, Marked, Wanderer, Bombardier ×2, Magister, Marauder, Shadowbow, Turlac. Ah! All right, we only have 40 left here, guys. Don't make me get into my buying shards with gems.
My motto is, if you want to win the lottery, you have to make the money to buy a ticket!
But I'm guaranteeing you guys 2 legendaries in this video. I'm not stopping until I have them.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Now let's go ahead and do a bonus sacred again. We're gonna get rid of all 3 of these sacreds in this video, guys. We're sneaking them in. Terror Beast, yay. Be right back. All right, guys, checking in on this summon rush here. We have the haste glyphs. Ooh, that is juicy, juicy. I'll tell you what about haste glyphs. They're so freaking good. Like, one of the best things you can get in this game is a 6-star haste. I only remember, and this says a lot about how good they must be in terms of value. I only remember, out of everything this game is thrown at me to buy on a daily basis, I only remember ever once getting an offer for haste glyphs. Only one time ever. 4 minutes left. Enough with the side stories. Let's just jump into it here. It's lightning round. We have 4 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. It's the final countdown. Next. I love Abyssal. I love Abyssal. I just made a video on him and a bunch of other rares with AoEs on the A1. A couple of videos. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Boom. Boom. Rose. You know what, guys? I was looking for some bad legendaries, and what do you know? We got two great options. It's spelled, what was I saying earlier? It speaks to the caliber of legendary lately, ladies and gentlemen, that there's no bad legendaries in the entire game of Raid Shadow Legends. Cut to 2 minutes later. Operdin Clanfather in Elegias? Ah! Kill me now, man. Kill me now.
Your wish is my command.
Operdin Clanfather, truthfully, he's a great little healer. I'm just not gonna lie to you guys. He's a previous fragment summon, heals all allies, heals allies under continuous heal by more. He has 2 continuous heals on all allies, 100% chance when put to removing a random debuff, removes block buffs, removes heal reduction as well, and then every time a continuous heal buff heals an ally, fills their turn meter at the same time. I'll tell you what, he's not an S tier legendary champion. He's not even an A tier legendary champion. But personally, I put him at like a C+, B-, maybe even a B. He's an insanely good healer. Even better than what you would expect just reading his kit. Elegias, though, even after his buff, I hate this dude, man. I just don't like this champion. You know why? Because you ever have a bad legendary that you just go, you put your chips all in on. And you're like, okay, I'm gonna make them work. I had the same thing with Gamaran, right? I'm like, I'm gonna make them work. Their kit is pretty cool. So I put him in all my best gear one time, and I ran him in the arena for Ghost Rage. 100% chance of removing 2 random buffs, decreasing an enemy's turn meter by 20%, extra 10% for each buff removed. It sounds all right. It's not, man. It's not, especially with Polymorph and the resists and the way you have to build him to pull that off. So much accuracy, and you know, you're so much better off with just so many other champions. A value over replacement conversation with him, you know? Anyway, wow! $200, open the rest of the shards until they kick me off this stupid game. Here we go. Dude, I can't believe that, man. I can't believe that we... Operdin Clanfather and Elegias. Wow, dude, they're really treating me. They're really treating me. Hey, give me another good Lego. I got, what, 10 more? I don't even have 10 more, do I? Ooh, boy, I have 1 sacred. 1 sacred for the gold! For the legendary gold, here it comes! Woozy. Woozy, baby! Alright, guys, that's gonna do it for the video. Hey, I'm actually heading to a concert. I'm heading to Dave Matthews Band. First time seeing them. We'll see how they are, but plan on having a good time. So, normally, I don't even know if I'd upload this video. It's so pathetic. I feel like I'm wasting your time. However, I do appreciate you guys watching until the end, and I have no more time to record, and the game is going to kick me off in about T-1 minute anyway. Hopefully, you had better luck than I did, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Hey, it's $200. Ash, you cheapo. $200 for charity at the end of the day, so we can't complain about that, can we? If you want to go ahead and out of the kindness of your own hearts, make a donation to the ARC. I'll have the link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, take care, guys.